We got a lot going on here. We have the gentleman who I believe oversees this whole event. Now, I'll be straight with you. Coldiretti, I thought was a family, and they were involved with this event. Now, I have been now told that it's not. What does that stand for?
No, you're right. Coldiretti is a big family.
Okay.
It's a very
I love
big
it.
family.
Okay.
This is the family of farmers. It's a family of people who work for farmers, and this is a family with consumers. And this is what we wanted to show in this big event that we celebrate here in the center of Rome, to connect the cities with the rural area, how to create a new relationship between the urban and the rural area. Because I always say that we have to take care about the rural area when the sun is shining, not when when it is wet, because this can be very dangerous for the city. So what we want is to reconnect the rural area with the cities, to reconnect farmers with the consumers, to create new spaces in the center of the cities where the farmers deserve to stay with their products and to meet the consumers, to sell their products directly, to have a better revenue. This is what we are doing in Italy with Coldiretti, with Fondazione Campagna Amica, that is a foundation born by the will of Coldiretti to create farmers market in our country. Today we organize, we run, we promote more than 1,200 farmers market all around the country, from the south of Italy to the top of Italy. So Italy is a very long country, so from the north of Africa to the center of Europe, in this excellent country of biodiversity. And we want to do the same internationally with the World Farmers Market Coalition in order to promote the farmers market system, the local food system all over the world.
So I interviewed actually right here, the same spot. It's amazing because we're in actually Circus Maximus in Rome, and it's not a little small location. This is not a small farmer's market like Union Square or up by me on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. This is a serious farmer's market, a big, probably a couple of, I don't know, 2 acres, 3 acres, 10 acres, 50, I don't know, what you got going here?
We collected more than 300 farmers in this big event, and we expected to have in 3 days more than 1.5 million people. So it will be a very big event to tell to the Italian people, to the tourists who will be in Italy, that this is a country proud of our agriculture, proud of our products, and we want to show how farmers they can do for the entire nation.
I already have told my grandkids and my daughter and my aunt, my sister, whose husband studied in Bologna medical school to get out of Vietnam, and I love Italy, and I've even worked at RAI in America. So, and I'm very in love. I've been all over Italy making shows. Now, and I also personally, I'll just share because we're meeting the first time, I come in essence from a farmer's background in a little Tarrytown, which is 30 miles or so out of Manhattan, and my aunt had a farm in Elmsford. My grandfather was a butcher. My other grandfather sold eggs, and so we have an upbringing in a house and trees and apple trees and skunks and animals, and I'm in Manhattan, and I got a backyard, and I got a lot of trees. We should all have trees. We were just talking about we should have trees, we should have plants. Snake plant's a good one for indoors. We need to be much more conscious. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think that the city of the future, it cannot be just the city of the past. We have to think to another form of city, much more green, with trees, with the countryside who can have a place into the middle, into the center of the city, with our local production, with trees, with the green, with everything we can put together. This will be better for the countryside, this will be better for the farmers, that they can have a better revenue, they can continue to live in the countryside, because if people they can continue to live in the countryside, they don't go to live into the cities, and so the cities will be not so much full of people, and also to help the cities to be better for the life of every people. I visited the farmers market in Union Square in New York. Our friend of Grow New York Cities, they showed me the system of local food of the cities of New York. This is a very good example, to how develop the local food system all around the world, and we will work to do that.
I think you just mentioned a very wise thought. It is true that many people are moving into cities, and moving out of. But the fact is, the more people you have closer together, to live humane-wise, it's pollution. There's just no doubt about it. And if there's more pollution, we're just talking about congestion pricing, okay? They want to hit anybody driving into under 60th Street into Manhattan, because the fact is, we got so many. And so, and it's a shame, because the countryside is so beautiful.
Yeah,
and and very peaceful, too.
Yeah, the countryside is so beautiful, but I think that people who live in the countryside, they deserve to have the quality of lives in terms also of modernity that the people of the cities they have. It's for this reason that when we buy food, when we consume our food, it is really important to think what we buy. And if we buy local food, we help the farmers, our neighborhood farmers, to stay better in the countryside, and they will not come to live in the cities. So less pollution, better life into the cities, and people who will take care about the countryside. This will be a win-win solution for everybody.
Because when you think about forest area, even the Amazon, if nobody's living there, or a farmer has acres of corn, that's all good for the Mother Earth, and we know Mother Earth's hurting right now.
If we want to take care about ourselves, we have to take care about Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And it is the place where we live all together. And to take care about Mother Earth, we have to take care about the biodiversity. And the people who take care about the biodiversity are before all the farmers. So the role of the farmers into the world is fundamental to make possible that the world can continue to live better than it was in the past.
We've been involved with water, the subject of water, okay? 25 years. So I have a show, and we help create World Water Day in the United Nations, okay? How about water? You're not an island, but you got a lot of water around Italy.
Yeah.
What's the water
we have a lot of
scenario
water around Italy, but water is a very big problem for the future, and so it is for this reason that we have to create a much more sustainable food system. As the Secretary General of the United Nations, Gutierrez, said in the last Food System Summit, the global food system is broken. We need new food systems that are much more sustainable. And we think that the local food systems are much more sustainable, also for water consumption. So let's move in a different direction that we did in the past. This is the time to act, because we cannot have the chance to do again in the future.
I want to give a shout out, and I know you're going to go inside, for the land of Italy. Because of your history, and because of an earthquake and a little problem here and that, your soil is so rich with minerals. So that's why everybody should buy lemons. Everybody should buy things from Italy, because Italy's the soil, which is where the food is grown from, is healthy.
I think that we have a very good soil, but I think that what is really important that if we think to Italy, this wonderful, beautiful country in the middle of the Mediterranean, from the north of Africa to the center of Europe, how many Italies there are. We have 20 regions, and in each regions we have biodiversity products. This is the richness of this country. To be a very long country with a beautiful weather, with a beautiful landscape, and with the work of the farmers that still preserve this country.
You personally, why are you doing what you're doing?
I'm doing what I didn't start as a professional in agriculture. I was studying for diplomacy, and then I jumped into the food sectors. I do this because I strongly believe that if we want to live for the future, to our children, a better planet, we have to start from food. Food is at the center of our life. And to create a better food system, it will be the only thing we can do for our children.
My last question, Arthur. I do the Times Square, the International Day of Peace event, which the United Nations, all the countries agreed to. Article 11 in the Constitution in Italy says peace. I also do the Earth Day concert in Times Square. I take over all Times Square on April 22nd. I've invited Mr. McCarthy. We're going to figure out how to involve you in that. What is peace for you? What for you, my friend? Your name again is?
You give me the opportunity to remember my grandmother. She was a woman who lived the Second World War in Italy, and she knows how bad it was to go to sleep without eating. Peace, it means to give the chance to everybody in the world to eat. So to achieve the second goal of the United Nations, it is the best way to have a peace in the world.
I love it. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Is the website, where can people go? Because people should be here from around the world.
Okay.
What's your website? Do you have one?
It's www.worldfarmersmarketcoalition.org.
Beautiful. Thank you.